Doom, doom. All right, this one's titled Whiskey Revolution. Let's go. The armature of optical apparatus appeals to ones alive with zeal to sell fundamental zyroscopes to people who don't own slopes or the amalgamations of Protestant periods. The red head herring or vehicle vroom vroom vanishing. The guard of the wayside said, "Goof off with goofballs and grab your groin." Grandiose is a generality given to such whimsical words. The typset is that depression is damnation, and the worst we can recall is the mouse in a tumbler winding up the wind to send malignant monsters, in the form of cancers, at the mammoth mother. The miracle of mania to kill and collapse functional functioning, in the worrisome defense of danger, the madness of cells is uncomparable to that of veils, and that veils cover the discovered and malicious cells as a form of superhealth. The true reality is only performed or apprehended by those outside the mirror, as they can perceive the undiluted reflection as such. Those inside the mirror have the fallacy of perception, that the incoming image is unmagnified or unadulterated. This reasoning is not applicable to the eyes, for that the reason is that the eyes don't divide outside the body. Gravity pulls everything in the galaxy towards the singularity in the center, like a child with bits of paper. Now, relying on child for cosmic labor may seem like a fool's endeavor, but one must remember that water controls weather and changes forms constantly when the galaxy needs the consistency of a child eating random bits of moon or earth or centraeus plabius dust. This loosely leads a swift conversation to the theory of whiskey recollection reprogramming, as has been documented by the illustrious Hymn of Rhode, or as of Fitz of Poe. The theory theorizes upon the alcoholic ability to reconfigure knowledge by dissolving unwanted synaptic junctions and replacing or recycling them with preferred facts or creative balance. A related consideration is that the balance in form is a moderator between opposite ends. But in the revelation of wayside dictation, balance defeats the opposing counterpart. So perhaps balance in the sense of creative dominance should be interpreted as imbalance in favor of what one would define as the preferred lean of such an equation. The hilarity of this formulated theory is the visualization of a teeter-totter that neither teats nor tots. Such a consideration is a paradigm of whiskey revolution. And that's that one. We'll do an outro since I couldn't even do an intro for that in the bare hope that I could make it through the fucking poem. The whiskey, oh yeah. Whiskey revolution, man. I really had this theory as it was, aside from the whole poem, it's just nonsense. But this one idea that drinking destroyed connections in your brain. So think of all the random nonsense bits that you remember throughout your day that is a synaptic connection, but and to get rid of those, you drink and they died, and then you try to remember or learn new things during that time, and those would be your new connections because you only have so much goddamn room, and that's what it was. So you drink away the nonsense you don't need to remember, and then while inputting new nonsense that you do want to remember or learn. Some things aren't nonsense. A lot of it is, though. And the theory itself is utter nonsense. I don't think the brain works that way at all. But hey, that's the wayside.